Hi friends, in this video I will introduce you to factor formula, and if you haven't watched my previous video on trigonometry identities, kindly pause this video right now and go and watch it. I've released some videos on trigonometry identity, like the trigonometry basic identities and also the addition formula. Now, from the knowledge of the power addition formula, I'm going to use that identity, those identities to prove the factor formula in this video. Then how can we go about the factor formula? I can actually call this equation 1, call this equation 2, call this equation 3, and this as well equation 4. Or we say identity 1, identity 2, anyhow you like. Now look at this. This factor formula, I'm going to take equation 1 and 2. I will add them, and also at the same time I will subtract it. Adding it, let's see what it's going to give us. I will have sine what? That's sine A plus what? Plus B, right? Plus what? Sine A minus B equals to sine A cos B minus what? Okay, let's say plus what? Sine B cos A. Then plus sine A cos B minus what? Sine B cos A. Then if you look at this very well, sine A cos B plus sine B cos A, this and this can cancel out. Then I'm going to have it simplified to sine A plus B plus what? Sine A minus B to be equals to sine A cos B. Let's just say, sine A cos B plus sine A cos B will actually give us what? 2 sine A cos B without wasting our time. But I can just represent the value here. Like, let me call my A plus B to be what? To be C. And my A minus B to be what? D. I will have it on this side, because on this side I'm going to add these two values together, and on this side A plus B, which is equals to C, and also A minus B, which is equals to D. I'm going to have it on this side also. Then looking at this, if I choose to add this and if I choose to subtract this, what am I going to have? In this case, I will be having 2A equals to what? C plus D. Then simplify this, I'm going to have your A to be equals to what? C plus D divided by what? 2. Then looking at this also, if I choose to subtract, I'll be having subtracting this, I'll be having 2B equals to what? C minus D. Make your B the subject. So I'm going to have B to be equals to C minus D divided by what? 2. So from this identity, I'll be replacing my A plus B with what? C, and my sine A minus B with my what? With my D. So that I will have sine A plus B is what? Is C, plus what? Sine A minus B is what? Is D, which is equals to what? 2 sine, open a bracket, what is the value of A? The value of A is taken to be what? C plus what? D over what? Over 2, right? Then the value of B, that was what? That will be cos what? Cos, open a bracket, C minus D divided by what? 2. This is the what? The fifth identity. From identity 1 to 4, we are having what? Fifth identity. So these are called what? The factor formula, but they are derived from what? From the method of addition formula. Now let's go ahead and what? And let's go ahead and solve the remaining one. Okay, so in this case, looking at this very well, then I can actually recall that. Okay, let me just share some. Okay, yeah, I can actually recall. Look at this. From equation 1 and 2, the first thing I did is just to add them. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is just to subtract. I'm going to add my what? My sine A plus what? Plus B, right? Then minus sine A minus B. Look at this. I had them first. Then now I'm subtracting it. I will have what? It will be equals to sine A cos what? cos B, right? Plus sine B cos what? Cos A, right? That will be minus, into brackets, putting this into brackets, we're going to have minus what? Minus sine A cos what? Cos B. And this will change to what? Plus. Plus what? Sine B cos what? Cos A. So can you see this now? So you can now recall that, recall, for the value of A plus B is given to be what? To be C. And our A minus B is given to be what? To be D. Right? Then the expression for my A is equal to what? That's C plus D over 2. You are going to have it to be what? C plus D divided by what? 2. Then what is by what? My B? My B is going to be what? C minus D divided by what? 2. Then let's try and substitute all these values inside this equation now. I'm going to have sine what? Sine A plus B is what? C minus what? Sine, what's my A minus B? That's D. Equals to what? Sine, look at this. Let's simplify this first. Simplifying this first, sine A cos B plus sine B cos A. In this case, this and this will cancel out. So I'm going to have it to be what? To be 2. That's 2 will be in front of this sine B, right? Sine B, you're going to have 2 sine B cos what? Cos A, because you end up adding both of them together. Then you have 2 sine, what's your B? Open the brackets. My B is going to be what? To be C minus D divided by 2, right? Then what's your cos? You're having cos A, which is what? C plus what? D divided by what? 2. This is my identity, what? 6. Then I'm going to put it here. That means, in this case, my sine C minus what? Sine D is taken to be equal to 2 sine C minus D divided by 2 cos C plus what? D divided by 2. This is identity 6. Can you see this now? So let's just go ahead and what? And derive the rest of the identity. Now looking at this, I've add and also subtract this, which is the addition formula. And this also, I'll do the same thing here. That means I'm going to add this and I'm going to subtract it as well. Therefore, I'll be having equation 3 and 4. Similarly, for equation 3 and 4, you have what? You have cos what? Cos A plus what? Plus B, right? Add this first, plus what? Cos A minus B equals to what? Look at this. If we add this and this will cancel out. Then you are going to end up having what? 2 cos A cos what? Cos B, right? If you add it, then you have what? You have your 2 cos A cos B, rather, because this and this will cancel out. Then you have this and this. So let's just go ahead and recall that A plus B is what? Our A plus B is taken to be what? C. And our what? And our A minus B is taken to be what? Is taken to be D. Then recall for what? A is taken to be what? C plus D over what? Over 2. And your B is taken to be what? C minus D over what? Over 2. Put it inside the formula. I'm going to have cos A plus B, which is cos C, plus what? Cos A minus B, which is what? Which is D, is equals to what? 2 cos into brackets. Your A is taken to be what? C plus D over 2, right? Cos what's your B? C minus D divided by 2. This identity 7, rather, sorry. Then let's put it here. You have what? Your cos C plus what? Cos D should be equals to 2 cos C plus what? D divided by 2. Then cos C minus D divided by 2. You have it as identity 7. Then we have actually add this. Then the next thing for us to do is just what? To subtract, right? We've added equation 3 and equation 4. Then the next thing for us is just what? To subtract. Subtracting equation 3 and 4. Let's see what we are going to have. If you subtract this, you have it as what? As cos A plus B, right? Minus what? Cos A minus B, right? To be equals to, subtracting this. Look at this. If you subtract, this one will have what? This one will have minus. Then this one will change to negative. This will change to negative sign. And this will what? Have minus here. Then this and this will cancel out. Then for this, we're having minus 2 sine A, sine B. Actually, from our knowledge of differentiation, if you differentiate cos, you have negative sign. If you differentiate sine, you have what? Positive cos. So you're having minus 2 sine A and what? Sine B. Then let's go ahead and recall. Our A plus B equals what? C. And our A minus B is going to be what? D. Right? Then you can actually make your what? Your A result formula so that you have your A to be equals to what? If you add and subtract it, recall your A to be C plus D divided by 2 and your B to be equals to what? That's C minus D divided by 2 from this. Then let's go ahead and substitute inside the formula. You are going to have cos C minus what? Cos D equals to what? That's minus 2 sine into brackets. That's C plus D over 2. Then you have what? Sine into bracket C minus D divided by 2, which is identity what? 8. Put it here. You have your what? You have your cos C minus what? Cos D equals to what? Minus 2 sine C plus what? Plus D divided by 2. Then you have sine C minus D divided by 2, which is identity 8. Then as for this identity, I'm going to solve, let's say, almost like 2 questions that indicates or that shows how you can apply these identities. And as for tan, tan is made up of 2 functions. We have the sine over cos, right? It's the ratio of sine over cos. So as for tan, the identity, I will be proving it in a separate video. And if you haven't watched my previous video, kindly go and watch it right now. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you the knowledge that you need, and I'll make sure to satisfy your need here. And feel free to drop your comments or your questions or any topics you want me to explain or any topics you want me to enlighten you more on. Thanks for watching.